You need to know exactly what precautions to take in case we warn you of severe weather. First, bend over, grab your knees, put your head between your legs, and kiss your ass goodbye. A close-up series, 10 parts this week on how to kiss your ass goodbye at 6 and 10 on News Center 2.
How great are your losses in this fire?
Well, there's no way of putting at this point a financial estimate on it. I can tell you by the facilities that it's a substantial loss. The first building was the Air National Guard Controller Support Center, which is involved in financial records for the Air National Guard of the United States. The next section over is the Base Photo Lab. Don't have a jump cut in here, okay? The next building over is the Central Classification Activity for the government civil service employees in this entire area of the Midwest.
I gotta interrupt you, man. I'm sorry. You know anybody from Base Engineers that get in there and get that goddamn pumps working down there, maybe get some water in these plugs?
The pumps are not working. The pumps are not working. The pumps are not working.
Colonel Sharp?
Don't have a jump cut in here, okay?
You got the pumps in there. There's a diesel pump and an electric pump. I think that would feed you water up in these fucking plugs here. We can get some water there.
And so you've just witnessed what we can describe here as a truly devastating fire. Some of the government people I talked to say that the losses here today will never be replaced. There was one lady, though, who was truly lucky that you saw earlier. She escaped with her very life. What'll happen tomorrow is anyone's guess. We're waiting for military command to indeed tell us what they plan to do. Will they send these men home, or what will they eventually end up doing? So that's all we know for now. When we find out something else, we'll be sure to tell you. Elliot Davis, News Center 2, at a destruction.
I think that would feed you water up in these fucking plugs here. We can get some water there.
And so what you've just witnessed here is a bizarre, kinky, grisly find, one that turned out, luckily, for everybody's sake, to be harmless. Officials fear there still may be more dynamite missing. They say they will check into that further. Elliot Davis, News Center 2, at the scene of a destruction.
Elliot Davis, News Center 2, at the scene of a destruction.
And so it looks as though the sheriff's deputies will have trouble serving the school board people because they lack waiters' licenses. Elliot Davis, from the scene of a destruction.
Elliot Davis, Nightside, at a destruction.
Elliot Davis at the scene of destruction.
Elliot Davis, News Center 2, at the scene of a destruction.
Go ahead. Elliot Davis at the scene of destruction.
We're reporting that the situation is very bad. Obviously, you can see that the torrents of water all around us, and it's just getting more and more difficult. And there's no doubt at all that here at this at the site of this this destruction, things are looking bad. That's the report from Larry Connors.
The no newsman from the scene of a destruction.
Elliot Davis at a destruction. Now back to you, Sherry.
What was that fire I saw you at last night?
Elliot Davis at the scene of destruction.
I'm Jimmy Klaber, your Action 2 reporter. At News Center 2, we care about you and your problems. With the help of professional assistants and solid journalistic tools, we solve the problems we're confronted with. This is my professional assistant. And this is my solid journalistic tool.
At this point, the biggest question mark is just how many farmers will indeed strike on Wednesday. Stephen Ray talked with local farmers today.
This is part of the Ryan family's stock of more than 900 hogs. When they are fed, fattened, and ready for market, there's not much time to hold back.
Well, you know, everybody's getting very ecology-minded nowadays, and we're saving this, trying to find use for it here and there. Well, today, I found out from a good source down at Channel 2 that there's a new way that you can make yourself one of the best ink pens around. All you have to do is get your wife's old douchebag. That's right, I said douchebag. Take the nozzle off the end of it. That's all you got to do. And then you take a Bic pen. Take the filler out of it that contains the ink. Shove it in this end of the douche nozzle. And lo and behold, you got yourself one hell of a pen. Writes good, but this one don't seem to write that good, but there you go. And by the way, many of you wonder, since we're all using disposable douches nowadays, where you can locate one of these old douche nozzles. Well, I heard from a good source that Arnie Klinsky down there, his wife goes through one of those douche bags every week. So drop him a line and he'll send you the nozzle off the end of it. And another thing that's great about this pen, if you don't have a pocket, there's a good place you can put it to carry it around with you. Pharmacist Max Lieber, News Center 2.
Let's take a look at some of that action. Top of the first inning, Bill North leads off with this infield hit off of starting pitcher Silvio Martinez. He beats it off. And how about a little glimpse into the Cardinal future? Here is part 2 of a report on catcher Terry Kennedy. He beats it off.
It's the good news.
Will it stretch?
Working?
Will
Good.
it stretch?
Good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Just like downtown.
Just like downtown, right. Two microphones. They do it on the network, right? Well, no, it was fantastic today, really. All around the area. Hello, where are we going here? There we are. Fantastic day today. Sheila was saying a little earlier before the commercial break how long it was going to last. Well, it'll be dark about 6:30 tonight, so it wonon't last for long.
Okay, well, I have some comments for you, but we have to save them because we're out of time.
Okay.
Marital environment slump syndrome. Do you have it?
My fucking eyes blurring up.
You want to take?
I ain't shitting you, man. That something burns. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, we've met.
It's all right, Max. We need that for the blooper.
And today, I'm going to teach you how to make this product right in your own home. And here's all you have to do to make this product. Just take a half a teaspoon of baking soda and put it in the quart container. And then take a full teaspoon of salt. Now, that's a half a teaspoon of baking soda and a full teaspoon of salt. And you don't have to be too specific about the amounts. And then just fill that quart container all the way up to the top with the water. And after you've done this, then put the nose spray back together. And now, fuck. Can you believe it? Look at that cocksucker. Look at that cocksucker. Look at that. Well, we've all heard about the terrible side effects of nose sprays. Come on, Larry. Holy shit.
One other question. Who is your favorite reporter? Oh, okay, I understand. I understand. Oh, yeah. Well, listen, Mike Stroot is very, very funny. I agree with you, too. Oh, okay, sure. Well, folks, that's it. And I'm glad that you tuned in. The Pigeon said hello, and Mike Stroot will join you tomorrow.
The American Cancer Society says that of the 18 million people who quit smoking for one day last year, 2 million didn't smoke for another 60 days. And presumably, some laid off their butts for good. Mike Stroot, News Center 2, downtown.
Down into somewhere near Salt Lake City and then on down into New Mexico. As this continues moving to the east, or not New Mexico, that's Arizona. As it continues moving to the east, we'll have Steve Bassett over here is laughing at me. Do you know your geography? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Anyway, as this continues moving to the east, it'll give enough impetus to the, by the way, the heaviest shower activity now, western Arkansas, or western Nebraska, through western Kansas, into the western panhandle of the state of Oklahoma and Texas.
Listen, I don't think Steve would mind if you stood right over there and laughed all during a sportscast. What do you think?
That's right. When he sits out here, you know.
It's going to be funny anyway.
You know, he thinks he's an anchor man. That's all right. He'll be all right.
Thank you, Mike.
Temperature range.
Well, the weekend sounds good.
Well, yeah, well, we got a good one in last week, and I hope we can get a good one in this week.
I do, too.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's over
Steve
here
doesn't
sleeping.
like it, yeah.
Do I bore you?
All right,
Yeah.
that'll be enough. Mike Fenwick doesn't bore you, does he?
No, not at all. I envy Mike. Mike does an exceptional job on the weather, and I envy anybody who can go up there and be wrong so often and nobody gets upset at you.
Oh, he's going to get you back for that one.
Hey, you blow a score here and they call in. You mess up the forecast, nobody calls, right?
Steve Bassett is waiting for you to retaliate from the 6 o'clock newscast, no?
I wouldn't do that. There are so many high school and grade school kids out there who look up to him, and if they realize that he can barely get his chin over the counter of a Dairy Queen to order an ice cream cone, they'd be real upset.
I see.
So there's no way I'm going to retaliate. No, I wouldn't insult him.
Thank you, Mike. Only kidding, right? Let's, you said you could use his services.
Oh, I'll tell you, I got a lot of grass to cut.
Mm-hmm.
Could sharpen up his repertorial skills here.
Ooh. They're only kidding. And that's our 10 o'clock report. With Steve Bassett, Mike Fenwick. Ooh. I'm Sherry Bank. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Good night.
Nice shot.
We cool.
You know why they put the food out at a Pollock wedding? Keep the flies off the bride.
Elliot Davis at a destruction.
It's an age-old question. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? With the increased demand for eggs around Easter time, the answer doesn't matter, so long as the chickens are in the mood.
Are you doing it tight again? 3, 2, 1. It may not be for everyone, but you guessed it, St. Louis has its own version of the mechanical bull.
Okay, I'm gonna go wide now. Okay. Where did Elliot go?
Wrong corner.
Come here, sweetheart. Now, does it happen in the women's, is the problem as bad on the women's side as it is on the men's side? The problem of people being assaulted?
It's worse on the men's side.
What's the experience on the how do you know it's worse on the men's side?
You really want me to tell you?
Yeah, I want you to tell me what's going on.
It's because the men's dick get more harder than a woman's pussy get more hot.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have the same problem on the other side then?
The men's is worse. If you can just let them be together every once in a while, whoever let them have sex every once in a while, hey, I don't care, you worrying about babies.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Maybe the world will be a lot better.
What's your name?
My name is Gloria Jean Williams.
Okay.
But the tide has turned against the women's movement. There are tough times ahead. That's my perspective.
You do it, I can see it now. Hey.
Hey, you get a hug.
Okay.
There you go.
Stand up.
Yeah, right. You betcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that was nice. I got work to do.
You have?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say right now?
Well, if I don't finish doing this, I'm gonna lose my job.
Well, I have a job for you. I mean, I'll let you sit down and make you be a housewife. This is something
That sounds
unusual.
good.
That's unusual, but I got one wife, but two, they do it in other countries, like Iran.
Well, you got two right there.
That's my daughter there.
Oh, well, you better watch that.
Huh? Yeah, this is a proposal.
That sounds good. Well, maybe we better forget about doing a stand-up for today, folks. Health and hospital care just takes second place. What can I say?
You be first place when she's not around.
Listen, thanks a lot. Take care.
Adios. I'm Elliot Davis, and I'll be telling you about Sex on the Stroll on New Center 2.
Bye. See you later.
Play ball, Gary.
Play ball. Bye. See you later. Okay, bye.
Where are we going, Gary?
Let's head on down to, still got that candy with you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get over here at the edge of the schoolyard, get out some of the better candy and start enticing them our direction, okay?
Okay, I'm with you.
Keep your eye up for the KTV eye in the sky also. For all of us here.
Why don't you just go and run this tape out? Lights off and that other light. Getting sound, Larry?
Monday, Tuesday.
Okay, it's rolling.
Okay. You think it's fair that they close you out?
No,
Why?
because I'm a hard worker. I got to make a living the same as anybody else does. I got 2 kids, I go to school, and I work real hard. No, I don't think it's fair at all.
You think you provide a service for this community?
Oh yeah. The community is growing. Times are changing. Things are different what they used to be. Oh yeah, I think it's going to be a big improvement.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Sissy. They call me, my name is Sandra Cole, but my stage name is Sissy.
S-I-S-S-Y. Thank you.
Sam hasn't been here in a couple of nights, has he?
Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay. What's your name?
CJ.
CJ. CJ, right?
Yeah.
You're CJ. Okay, great. Okay. You think it's fair that they close you down?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because we're entertainment.
And what else?
What else? We're entertainment to the public.
You think you're providing a service for them? Say what?
Providing service? No.
Maybe that's the wrong way to put it.
Yeah, that is. That's wrong.
Okay. Why don't you think that they should close you out?
I don't think they should close us. We're not a service. We're an entertainment. Yeah, I do. I do make a living here. What else do you want?
Okay, thanks a whole lot.
You make that sound really wrong.
No. Tell me about working here.
I make a living here, yes, but I'm not a service to men. I'm an entertainer. That's how you're making me sound.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. That's not what I was trying to get.
You make it sound like we're a massage parlor or something, and we're not.
Why should you be open? Tell me.
Because we entertain men. We entertain the adult, as they say, an adult society.
Television.
street people eat shit tonight at 10 on Channel 2 News.
Finally, a Pennsylvania insurance company will no longer allow smoking on the premises. About a year ago, that company began restricting where and when smoking was going to be allowed in the office building. But now the company president says he's just realized what we've heard for years, that smoking is bad for you. So when the president put his cigarette out, that means everybody does the same.
I wonder what would happen if he decided to stop sleeping with his wife. Thank you for joining us. That's it for this Friday.
Coming up next, MASH.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to introduce this lady.
Hi. Pretty good. Pretty good. You'll be great.
I'm proud myself.
Oh, you are? Why?
Because I like myself.
Oh, that's very good. That's good. Oh, my God.
Baby, no.
Compensate the beloved families of these American heroes. And whereas one of these great heroes was paid the supreme sacrifice, who we honor here today is Navy First Class Petty Officer Michael R. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Now, therefore, I, Vincent C. Shamel, Jr., Mayor of the city, Mayor of this.
I hope I can carry on. Therefore, I, Vincent C. Shamel, Jr., Mayor of the City of St. Louis, representing all St. Louis.
Hurry up, hurry up.
What's wrong?
Hurry up, do it.
It was the high priests of terror, Bela Lugosi, Lon Chaney, and Boris Karloff, who set the standard for horror films over 50... Oh, sorry, do that again. It was the high priests of terror, Bela Lugosi, Lon Chaney, and Boris Karloff, who set the standard for horror films over half a century ago. They're gone now, but one of their suave and sinister screen partners still has audiences screaming. He lives quietly here in Santa Barbara, California. A master of the macabre, John Carradine. What's wrong?
Macabre. Macabre.
You don't say macabre.
Yes, you do.
All right, let's do it again.
It was perfect otherwise. I liked it.
Stand over this way more. Okay. Not that far.
It was all right otherwise?
Perfect.
All right.
Stand by.
Very end.
Go ahead.
It was the high priests of terror, Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, and Lon Chaney, who set the standards for horror films over half a century ago. They're gone now, but one of their suave and sinister screen partners still has audiences screaming. He lives quietly here in Santa Barbara, California. The master of the macabre, John Carradine. I want to do that again.
Don't keep yourself a moment, because that's what you do.
Okay. Can't I do it one more time?
Yeah.
Anytime?
Yeah.
It was the high priests of terror, Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, and Lon Chaney, who set the standards for horror films over half a century ago. They're gone now, but one of their silent I'm sorry. Okay, one more time. It was the high priests of terror, Bela Lugosi, Lon Chaney, and Boris Karloff, who set the standard for horror films over half a century ago. They're gone now, but one of their suave and sinister partners is still around. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I'll get it, though. I'm sorry. Okay?
Over just a little bit there.
Okay?
All right.
Okay. Anytime?
Yeah.
It was the it was the high priests of terror, Bela Lugosi, Lon Chaney, and Boris Karloff, who set the standard for horror films over half a century ago. They're gone now, but one of their suave and sinister partners.
Keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, if he wanted to